Please welcome the captain, number 5, David Wright.
All right, my guy. So, number 5 will never be worn again in Mets history. You gotta tell me how that feels.
That's a great question. You know, it's crazy to me to look up at Citi Field, see the numbers.
Right.
And each player means something different to me. Like, we got a chance to play with Mike. Keith Hernandez used to sit in our traveling secretary's office with me on getaway days, after games, and dissect the game from what he saw to what I saw on the field. Doc and Darryl, I used to emulate Darryl's swing as a kid. And obviously we got Mr. Seaver, who's
right,
you know, the OG of them all. And now to see 5 next to those numbers, it's a surreal feeling, a humbling feeling, and something that I certainly don't take lightly.
Mets fans, when you think about how much they played a part in your life, most don't get a chance to play their whole career with one team. You was able to play 14 seasons. Went from Shea, where you and I was, over to City, but nothing's wavered with these fans. Talk about them for a second.
I mean, I think these fans have had my back. They understood when I was 21 years old, and even maybe before that I wanted the same things that they wanted.
Right.
They were blue-collar, bring your lunch pail to work type people. I was blue-collar, bring your lunch pail to work type player. And I think that resonated, and we grew this organic, mutual respect for one another. So I think that early on, they understood my desire, my loyalty, and in return, they showered me with that same loyalty and respect, and I can't thank them enough.
Let's go back to day 1, Shea Stadium. July 21st, 2004, you walked through those clubhouse doors. What's the initial reaction?
I wanted to see what number I was. I was really excited. I did not know.
So what did you wear in the minors?
Whatever they gave me.
So 5 wasn't really sentimental to you to?
The ping pong ball came up, and I was like, all right. No, I remember there was the second time I've ever been in New York, flying over the Shea Stadium into LaGuardia.
Yeah.
And rushing to the ballpark to see what number I was. That was like, and I saw the Snow Whites, number 5, and I put that thing on before everybody got there. I must have stood in the mirror in the clubhouse at Shea Stadium just with the biggest smile on my face and just like thinking about it. Because as you know, you're accomplishing this lifelong dream of becoming a big leaguer. But at the same time, it's like, now you gotta be that guy.
Yeah.
And you gotta solidify yourself as the guy. So, you know, I've mentioned it a million times, and I'll mention it again, that, I mean, the support from, you know, particularly you, that you gave me when I got called up, you know, certainly wouldn't have felt as comfortable in the clubhouse and on the field, you know, without you taking me under your wing and showing me the right way to do things.
Now I have some accolades for you. He was 4th captain in Mets history, right? 7-time All-Star, 3 top 10 finishes in NL MVP, and you're the Mets franchise leader in at bats, hits, doubles, walks, runs, RBIs, and WAR. You see, WAR for me, you don't even know what WAR means. I know you.
You don't either.
Yeah, I know I don't.
You learned it when you came here.
That's true. But I'm just saying, when you think about the things you've accomplished, which one stands out the most?
Captain.
Captain.
Being named captain. To me, that is all-encompassing of getting it done on the field.
Yeah.
But also earning the respect of not just the clubhouse, the organization, but the fan base. So for the captain to even get brought up and to be brought to my attention, you know, was an honor of a lifetime. And I think that I take that more seriously than anything that you can earn individually.
All right, so we got some big game moments. May 19th, 2006, you have a walk-off against Sandman, Mariano Rivera. Now, is it huge because it's a Subway Series, or is it just the fact that typically nobody hits this dude?
All of the above.
2-2 pitch, swing and a fly ball, well hit center field. Damon going back, still going at the warning track, reaches up, can't get it, and one hops the wall. In to score is LaDuca, and the Mets win it.
That was like my I made it moment for me.
That was it.
Was, you know, for one at bat, beating the best to ever do it. And that little victory for me I think propelled me from then on to realize that no matter who was on the mound, that even if it's just for one at bat, that I could beat
That's
them.
it. 2015, you go on the DL. At the time, it's DL. Diagnosed with spinal stenosis. And at what point do you decide, like, all right, I'm coming back because I know my body's going to allow me to go out there and do this again?
So we're rolling at that point, the team is. I'm coming off my minor league rehab assignment, and I'm terrible. Not playing good defense, not hitting.
Couldn't hit nothing.
Nothing. So my rehab assignment's up. I go into Terry's office. I said, Terry, I'm struggling, man.
Yeah.
Like, this team's rolling. Don't let me mess up the chemistry. He goes, well, glad you came in. You're, hitting third or fourth. I was like, gotcha, thank you. So, terrible batting practice. I'm anxious, I'm nervous. Like, I almost feel like I don't belong. Get up to the first at bat, and I hit it like you used to hit it. I mean, like, made a different sound.
Fastball hit deep to left field. This one's going a long way. Holy smokes! The captain is back. Unbelievable.
I'm running around the bases, and it allowed me to take a deep breath. That like, okay, I belong. And that made me feel incredibly comfortable moving forward.
Let's talk about your first career at bat in Citi Field, in the World Series. From the on-deck circle to the box, just take me up there with you.
Going into that series, you want to try to deliver. And I get up there, and it's every kid's fantasy.
Right.
In the backyard when you're 10 years old, like, World Series, here comes the pitch, whack.
Swinging a high fly ball, well hit to left field. It may go. Gordon back. There it goes. Home run! David Wright has hit his first World Series home run.
You always, man, have this slow heart, right? Like, you can slow things down. How was it in that moment?
Beating through my chest. I mean, I'd be lying to you if I told you I was cool as a cucumber. Like I've been there before. I'd never been there before. I never played in a World Series.
Had no idea what to expect.
No. I can remember running around the bases and looking up into the stands and allowing yourself to kind of enjoy it for a split second. That was pretty sweet.
When you look back at your career and everything you've accomplished, what's the one thing you're most proud of?
That's a good question. I would say the proudest accomplishment is that I felt like I finished what I started. We didn't ultimately achieve the level or the prize that I set my sights on.
Right.
But I'm a Met, through and through. And not a lot of players can say that they grew up a fan, they were drafted by their favorite team, developed by some of their favorite players, gained relationships with some of the best people you can ever meet in baseball, and stayed a Met or with one team for their entire careers. And I can beat my chest and say that I'm incredibly proud of that.